Welcome back to Connect and Transform. In this video, we're going to use Microsoft Visual Studio Code to create a new .NET Core 8 console app and then quickly demonstrate the use of variables, functions, and loops. Here we are in .NET Core. We're going to click at the top on Terminal and then New Terminal. Now we're going to change the directory to the location that we desire for our workspace folder. And once we're in our workspace folder, we can create a new project. So we're going to type in .NET New and then console, because we're creating a new project of this type, the console app. And then we're going to say -o space, and then we're going to give it a name. I'm going to call it temperature conversion. Enter. So now we've created a new console app called temperature conversion. So I'm going to navigate now to that new project folder in the terminal. Okay, and then up here, the blue button, I'm going to click Open Folder. I'm going to make sure that I'm navigated to the folder of our new project. I'm already there, so I'm going to click Add. And now we can see the files that were created. So this is the project file with the project settings, and these are the defaults. There are a lot more that you can choose to use. We can see that implicit usings is enabled. When we go over to our CS file, the file with code, we can see that we don't need to say using system or anything like that, because those are built-in libraries and the project setting for implicit usings was set to enable. So now we can say in the terminal, we can say .NET run, and it will automatically build it, and we can see the output here, hello world. So if I were to create a variable, let's say I create an integer called x and I set it to 3, then I can say hello world, and I can then put the x in there. So let's go back down here, let's run that again, and we can see 3 there. And then I could say something like x equals x times 2. So now we should see it say hello world 6. So let's go back down here and run it in the terminal again, and we do see that. So that demonstrates the use of variables such as x, and we've demonstrated the use of an existing function, console.writeLine, but let's create our own function, and let's also create a loop to run that function in. So we're going to say for int I equals 0. So we're going to start out I at 0. We're going to say that I should be less than or equal to 100. And we're going to say that I increments by 10 each time. And then I'll change this x to an I, and we'll run it again. We should see it say hello world 0 all the way to hello world 100. Now let's create our own function. We're going to declare a static function that returns a double, and we're going to call it convert C to F, and it's going to return this expression. So we're going to give it an integer in C, and it's going to return a double in Fahrenheit. So we're going to take C, multiply it times 1.8, and add 32. This is the equation to convert the temperature scales. And then we're going to call this function. So what we're going to do is we're going to say temperature in C, which is I. And then we're going to say temperature in F, which is going to be the result of calling this function, giving it an input of I. So I'm going to save that. We'll go back down to our terminal and run. And so now we see here, this is the output of our program. So temperature in C 0, temperature in F 32, all the way up to temperature in C 100, temperature in F 212. So that's a very quick demonstration on how to create your own functions, how to add loops, how to call functions, and how to use variables, and how to create a new console app program in Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Thanks for watching.